Well, it's going to be Smush and Kobe in the backcourt, joined by Luke Walton, Kwame Brown, and Lamar Odom. And has this group looked good, and especially in the last game in particular, with 36 assists, only 3 off their season best back in early January against the Denver Nuggets. So Phil Jackson, third most as he coaches his 560th game as a Laker head coach tonight. So quite an accomplishment. Tying Fred Schaus. And to the backcourt, Chucky Atkins, along with their first-round pick. Gay is going to be over there. Rudy Gay, the rookie out of UConn. Mike Miller, who's always had big games against the Lakers. Pau Gasol, and an incredible athlete in Hakeem Warren. And their assistant coach who took over midway through the season, Mike Fratello, and a totally different philosophy. The former Texas A&M head coach, Tony Baroni, who now wants it pushed. He wants high-octane offense. Whereas Mike Fratello, of course, wanted it in the 80s and 90s. He wanted to play team defense. That was the priority. And is it going to be a record-setting night for Kobe Bryant, who Stu now leads the league in scoring at an even 30 points per game?
Well, when you go for 115 in your previous 2 games, I'd say you might move up just a notch or 2, and he did just that. And the field goal percentage, though, in those 2 games is really off the charts. As we talked about him making some very high degree of difficulty shots. It's one thing to be a good player, and there's another thing to be a great player. I think Kobe falls in the great category.
Yeah, we are the lucky ones to watch him on a nightly basis, because he is truly, and as we watch other players at the end of games in particular, Stu, it's fun to watch what Kobe does and what he wants to accomplish at the end of a game. Some guys shy away from it, can't get it done even though they try to do it. Not Kobe. Totally different stories. He gets a nice warm greeting from an old teammate.
And I think that's what makes him so dangerous to the opposition. They know that if it's a close game, they don't want him having the basketball, because regardless of what his shooting percentage is prior to that point, he's so dangerous at that last shot.
Bob Delaney, James Capers will toss it up, and Courtney Kirkland are 3 officials tonight, and it's going to be a sparse gathering. The state of Tennessee has 2 games going on tonight as we speak. The Memphis Tigers taking on Texas A&M in the Sweet 16. And then right after that game, the Volunteers play, the Tennessee Volunteers. Kobe over Miller on the follow-away. Van Luke trying to keep it away from Rudy Gay, but Gay at the inside position. So that's the way it begins. The Lakers looking for the 3rd consecutive, and a reach from behind, they say, as they had Chucky Atkins peeling away from the pack.
And that's the way it starts for the Grizzlies. You see how quickly they got the ball down the floor. This is what the Lakers have to try to control. If you run your offense and get good shots, then you have a much better defensive balance, and you can eliminate a lot of fast break opportunities.
You can score on the Grizzlies as they get it inside. Atkins, that's got to be a walk, because he passed it to himself and never touched the rim, and it will be. So Chucky didn't draw iron. Otherwise, a great pass to himself.
Well, good use of the left hand. Only problem was it didn't hit the rim. So he was the first guy to touch it after that. So the referee says, I don't think so.
Fallon Kwame Brown is the first of the game, as he's got in the post up against Pau Gasol. Beautiful pass, Lamar Odom, and the Lakers on the board first.
Well, the Grizzlies were in a zone that time, and it was a weak one at that.
Well, you remember they played a lot of zone. Well, the last time the Lakers were here in January, they played it last game in losing at home to the Hornets. It's thrown away. Warren went to Miller, who vacated the spot. So back-to-back turnovers.
A good way to start for the Lakers as they force another turnover on Memphis.
They've got some athletes on the floor, don't they? Rudy Gay, Hakeem Warren, and they stay in the zone. He could be picked apart as they went in the middle. And Lamar slingshots on the windmill home. What a beauty.
That's why I say if you attack that zone by getting it on the inside, work inside out, or just keep it on the inside, that is a weak defense.
Mike Miller, quick release. And the first 2 points of the game. No surprise there. Mike Miller has done well against the Lakers in the past. Comes in as their 2nd leading scorer, averaging 18 and 5 with 4 assists. You talk at the weak zone. The middle was available. Lamar a little anxious that time to get to the middle because it was wide open in the paint.
Yeah, definitely hopped into his move that time. Moved both feet before he dribbled. So traveling violation gives it back to Memphis.
Memphis 17 and 51. I mentioned the worst record in the NBA, just 12 and 23 at home as Miller looks for the lead, and that's his game. Mike Miller puts Memphis up with the first 5 points of the game for the Grizzlies.
He's a shooter. You have to stay attached to him at all times because his range is in the building.
Kobe. It comes up short. Man, picked up by Miller. So Hakeem Warwick on the close. Just got enough into Kobe. make him miss that. Now Warwick with the size advantage. Kobe popped it away. Lamar picks it up. And the Lakers on a run. Kobe trying to spin away. Doesn't have the numbers. Luke trying for threes. Got it. And the Lakers are up by a couple. So the Lakers start the game 3 for 5 from the field.
And got an early opportunity shot that trip down, but they can't run with this team. They have to play a much more of a control game.
It's off the foot of Pau Gasol. Luke Walton protects it well against the leaper. That was Rudy Gay from behind, trying to get into the play.
Well, it took the angle away from Rudy and then had the smartness to just use the rim.
Kwame gambled, and the Lakers got burned because of it. Didn't need to go to Gasol. He's not going to hurt you there.
Well, you can't gamble on the box if you do, or anywhere near the box, because there's not enough time for your teammates to help you.
Now Gasol on the board. 45 games this year for Gasol. He's picked it up at 28 and 10 in his last one. A reach on Rudy Gay in front of us.
You see, a little ball fake that time by Smush as he was going to look like he was going to pass it over to Luke. But with them being in that zone, it just opened up a wide gap there. That's why the foul occurred.
So they stay in the zone. Now, middle of the zone available. It's deflected away and saved right to Kobe. Kobe, little 16-footer. Can't get it, but Lamar is there. Second chance, Lamar Odom puts the Lakers up by 4.
And Lamar out of the gate with 6 quick ones.
That's his first board of the game, so second chance points for the Lakers. Grizzlies not a great rebounding team, but they were, well, way ahead of the Lakers in the rebounding department the last time these two teams got together. That's an area the Lakers have to make the most of. Back door. And I talked about the athleticism of Gay and Warren. You just saw Rudy Gay there on a perfect lob from Atkins.
And that's a set play there. I mean, they just let Chucky have it on the perimeter, get a little screen on the baseline, and throw it up in the building.
A lot of points early between these two teams. Lamar almost picked up that pivot foot. It'll be Luke. Shot clock coming down. A little crease in the lane. They got to go up with it. Smush will. And put himself in an interesting position with a little 15-footer. It'll be Atkins for 3. And across Kobe. Couldn't get it, but he controlled it. That was a directed rebound for Kobe.
And you see how quickly they ran the double on Kobe.
Kobe right around Mike Miller. Aggressively to the rack. And the Lakers lead by 4. And there's a lot of Laker fans here tonight. Got to get back. Kwame wasn't.
That's what scares Phil Jackson, is the fact that this team they're so intent in getting it up in a hurry, whether it's off of a miss or a make. Defensively, once you score as the Lakers, you've got to get back as fast as possible.
Kwame with the steal and doesn't get the finish. Man, slam it. Or at least take a better angle on the layup. Chucky Atkins. It'll be Miller for 3. Right now, this is playing into the hands of the Grizzlies. They're shooting 62.5%. Yet the Lakers are up by 2, but it's their tempo right now. Kobe, and he's on the board. Again, he had the dunk on the reverse, but that's his first jumper to go. So Kobe has started the game 2 for 5. Gay lost it on his way up. The Lakers want to run. Kobe's got the trailer. It's Luke. He found him, and another blown layup. Another bad angle on the glass.
And when you don't have your feet completely healthy, it's very difficult to get any kind of lift. I think Luke that time just didn't have the lift to finish that play.
This is the Grizzlies' tempo.
Oh, yeah.
Let's face it,
No
this
question.
plays right into their hands.
I mean, the last break the Lakers had, they have to take those, but you can't just look to push against a team when that's not your style. And an up-tempo quick game is not the Lakers' style.
Another athlete comes in, a guy that is, well, everybody thought he'd achieve a lot more by now, and that's Stromile Swift in his 7th year out of LSU.
Well, Kwame better put a body on Stromile.
It's going to be a walk. They brought it in, Chucky Atkins. They say shifted his feet before he put it down. So the Lakers get it back on the turnover, and the Lakers will try to slow things down.
I think Phil Jackson's going to have a couple of words in that area, saying to his team, look, when we have the good opportunities, let's go ahead and run. But Lamar Odom out of the gate in a hurry, really being aggressive at the rim, attacking. Sure, the Grizzlies are making it easy with that zone, but Lamar said, hey, stay in it, and I'll have a field day. So far, having a field day. 3 out of 3 from the field en route to his 6th total points.
So a guy that is not 100%. We've talked about that before as the Lakers come out of the timeout with the basketball. Let's see if Kwame and the Lakers can pound it inside, take their time. It's still early in the shot clock. Kobe trying to slice inside. Kwame a little soft finger roll and a second chance. Alexander Johnson, who just came into the game, picked up the foul. Lamar, second offensive rebound
Boy,
early.
the long arms of Lamar Odom. I mean, he's 6'10" and he is long. At that time, Johnson had inside position, but the arms of Lamar was able to tip it free.
Alexander Johnson, the 6'9", 240-pound rookie out of Florida State, their second-round pick. So the Lakers almost the halfway point. Kobe in post position against Mike Miller. He couldn't find him early in the set. It'll be Lamar for a triple. And off the front of the rim, picked up by Rudy Gay. So the Lakers right now at 7 of 15. They'll get 6 more tries at the offensive end. 7 or make it 5 of 9 for the Grizzlies. Johnson lost it, tried to bang his way home. Luke comes up with it, but does not have the numbers.
Good job of picking up the dribble with 2 defenders right around him, not trying to dribble through them all.
Wanted to go back inside. That's the way it should be. And Stromile Swift from behind. Little shove, and he got him up high, they say, too.
You know, Kwame still doesn't have the same lift because of that ankle injury. And against Stromile, if you don't keep him away from you, he's going to do plays like that. He is a quick leaper, gets up, gets the block, but the official says, got the foul. So Kwame, 2 free throws.
So a break for the Lakers. Now let's see if Kwame can get a couple of free throws as he bangs home the first. So Lamar off to a hot start. Kwame, his numbers so far this season. Lamar, though, at 16, 9, and 8. We talked about the 3 players that were close to a triple-double for the Lakers. You take Kwame's numbers and Andrew Bynum's numbers, and combine the center position right now, giving the Lakers 16 points and 12 rebounds. So representative numbers overall between the two. Stromile Swift, Kwame got there, and it's going to be off Kwame, they say. 5:37 left in the first, with the Lakers up by a half dozen.
Yeah, they disdained the offensive foul, saying that Kwame flopped. And you just don't like to see any player, but especially bigs, flopping. So Kwame gets up and says, let's try this again.
12 on the shot clock for Chucky Atkins. And the Grizzlies off the pick. And it's going to be a foul coming up. Stromile Swift on the pick. Yep. That's his second already.
Offensive foul number 4, Stromile Swift.
5.5 to play. Momentum belongs to the Lakers at least early.
Well, Stromile setting the screen and somehow gets his arms tangled up with Smush and gets called for the offensive foul. So he was only in for a couple of minutes, and now he's back to the bench. As Pau Gasol re-enters the contest. Lakers up by 6.
You know, the stress fracture in his foot, and Gasol I'm talking about, who's back into the game in his 6th year from Spain. Young man from Barcelona, broken bone in his left foot. That happened in the World Championships at the end, so he did not get to start the regular season with the Grizzlies. He's also let it be known he wouldn't mind leaving here. Smushed real quickly as Lamar found him down in the block. Beautiful court vision by Lamar.
So far, the zone hasn't worked for the Grizzlies.
8-point lead for the Lakers. And almost, but it goes to Mike Miller's Lamar. It was just inches away from being taken away.
Well, that time the man-to-man didn't work for the Lakers as they really got burned by Mike Miller.
6-point advantage at 19-13. Beautiful ball movement. What a pass. That is the way you break it down. Kwame on the dunk from Smush.
Yeah, but you notice the ball went on the inside, and then once it got there, the zone is just toast.
So 6 assists for the Lakers on their first 9 makes. Gay a jumping jack. You want him to shoot outside, so he gives it up early. Gasol on the step back. Boy, he holds it high. He just right on his forehead. And it's difficult. He's a 7-footer to begin with. Difficult to really impact his shot, especially in a fall away.
And he doesn't really jump on it, so you don't know whether he's getting ready to take the shot or anything. And all of a sudden, it's out of his hands.
Kobe, long 3. Yes! Lakers by 9, their biggest lead so far, almost 8 minutes gone by. And Kobe 50% for the field with 7 points. Alexander Johnson.
He just about traveled.
I was waiting.
Referees gave him a little bit of a break there.
Inside of 4. Luke almost came over and picked the pocket of Gasol. And it'll be batted around and knocked out of bounds away from Kobe. It belongs to the Lakers.
Right off of Rudy. As the Lakers letting Mike Miller get that shot, and that's not the one guy. That's the one guy on the team that you don't want to have.
He leads the Grizzlies right now. You're right. He's their best 3-point shooter. He hits 40%. Atkins second on the team behind him on the curl. Luke Walton. They go back to man, don't they?
Well, they had to.
You got it. Beautiful pass by Luke. Kobe was in traffic, though. Now, the three, too strong. Way too strong over to Chucky Atkins. But Kobe found a lot of space. I think it even surprised him. The finger roll for Chucky Atkins.
And nobody decided to stop the ball, so Chucky had pass in mind. Then at the last second, he says, there's nobody defending me.
Chucky with more minutes playing here. He wanted to get out of D.C., and that's where the Lakers sent him in the deal for Kwame Brown along with Caron Butler. Got down here last year. Luke, good position. Really put his body to catch that pass. Got the easy one inside.
And you know, by using your body that way, even though the guy might be able to out-jump you, he won't be able to get to your shot because you've used your body to prevent him from really getting some lift off the floor. We've got a timeout at the 2:57 mark, and the Lakers offensively moving it around. And when you move it around, you get a lot of easy opportunities. I kept teasing him there when the Lakers were having all those injuries. 10-day contracts are available for you, Bryant. He was practicing with the team, obviously, because they were so short-handed, running up and down. He still works out before the games with individual players, so he stays in real good shape.
Numbers lie when it comes to Bryant Shaw. He is not 41.
Also, I got to give a prop to assistant coach Frank Hamlin, who was inducted into the Indiana Hall of Fame yesterday. So, real congratulations for that honor.
Yeah, it's congratulations to Frank for an honor. As you mentioned, when you go into the Indiana Basketball Hall of Fame, I mean, basketball's religion in that state.
That's basketball country.
That is very serious to be recognized by that group. So, a great asset for the Lakers staff. Now, out of the timeout, Shammond Williams deep in the shot clock. Sasha shares it. Lamar way off the mark. Kobe tapped it again. Couldn't control it. Boy, is that a heads-up play. Plenty of time. Fresh shot clock for the Lakers. Out of the timeout against the zone again. Kobe triple team. Sasha, it was blocked. And Lamar with the follow. Right place, right time. And you know what? It pays off what he's doing right now early.
Well, you put yourself in those positions. It's not by accident you're in the right place.
What a beginning. 8 and 4 for Lamar. Gasol and Kwame just held his ground. Look who's there again, almost coming up with a rebound.
Well, that's what the Lakers have to do. They have to rebound as a team because they don't have the quote dominant one guy that you know. Every time there's a missed shot, he's going to get the board.
And by the way, the Lakers are a +10 already in points off turnovers. Every time the Grizzlies are making a mistake, the Lakers are making them pay. 13-3 in points off turnovers.
2 minutes.
Atkins trying to find something inside. Kinsey just came into the game. It'll be Rudy Gay way outside, and inside the arc he gets it.
And you can see he's another one of those that really likes to go to that right to shoot that jumper. He had an opening to go left, but he came right back to his right hand.
Great position for Kwame. No touch on the shot, though.
Look how quick they're at.
Atkins again, blocked away by Kwame. Snatched and picked up by Lamar. Now Kobe up against Hakeem Warren. Got him out of position. Off the glass, almost.
Well,
took him to school.
Obviously, Warren didn't have his pregame meal because he was hungry for that fade. Kobe put the bait out there, and boy, he wasn't disciplined enough to stay down. He was down, hit fakes, bite, contact, go to the line, shoot two.
So the Lakers right now up by 7. Kobe shoots 2 as we pause for an update.
Laker now in HD.
For the Grizzlies, Junior
Time Warner Cable, Channel 409.
What a spectacular run it has been for that young man. Kobe, in the process over the last 2 games, has hit better than 50% of his shots. He's also, over those last 2, scoring 115 points. 12 of 21 from beyond the arc.
You got a 2-game taste of what the late Wilt Chamberlain did for a season, average 50.
And Wilt had, and we saw some of those numbers, games of better than 50 or more. Wilt had 32. And Lamar takes the Gasol miss. Now can he control it? It'll go out of bounds. No! Heads-up play, but you got to get it across, pass it across. And Shammond Williams alertly did that.
That's a heads-up play by all the Lakers on that possession.
That's a hustle play. Now Kobe running on Kinsey. Right to the rack. The Lakers by 11. Kobe's got 11.
Boy, a nice change of direction 3 times.
It'll be an easy one. As the guard that just came in, Junior Harrington. Nice feed for Pau Gasol. So the Lakers giving up 23. And that's low the way it started.
Well, how would you like to be the Grizzlies shooting 56% from the field and trailing by 9?
They've got 7 turnovers, so they've had some empty trips. Kobe got Kinsey out of position just a little bit, and the Lakers are back up by 11. He's just warming up, by the way. 13 for Kobe.
Let's see if the Lakers can keep a little bit more pressure on the guards to keep them going east and west, as opposed to setting them up for those lobs.
It'll be Harrington. And Lamar and the Lakers can play for the final shot. And Sasha putting up a finger. 1. And Phil out of his seat as well, directing traffic. So what an exceptional start for the Lakers. Now Lamar up against Warwick all the way to the hole and almost goes down to the finger roll. At the buzzer, it'll be banked home. And they say it counts as they'll look at the video, but Junior Harrington had the shot clock, the game clock right in front of him. It looked like he timed it well.
Well, only thing bad about that last play by the Lakers, they went too soon. That allowed Junior Harrington to get the last look, and it was out of his hands before 0, so it'll definitely count as 2, as his foot was all over the line. Great look by Junior Harrington, good court awareness, good clock awareness, and they score to end the quarter. The Lakers, well, they put up some points. 34, they lead it by 9. Grizzlies 11 out of 20. And of course, Kobe leading the way with 13. Missed his first 3 shots and then made 5 out of his next 6.
Miller going inside. Kwame hits the deck, and that time he got the whistle. So a charge on Mike Miller, and it's his first foul.
And you can see every time Kwame gets up, he still has that gait is a little different. He's suffering with that ankle problem, but he's gutting it out, playing through the pain.
Ronnie Turioff in for the first time tonight. Joining Shammond Williams, Kobe, Sasha, and as we mentioned, Kwame picking up that 8th turnover on the Grizzlies. Final 10 of the shot clock. Williams behind Kwame, and it'll be a loose ball foul. Sasha just reaching behind Mike Miller.
Well, I like the aggression from Sasha, but there's a play where you got to know that you're being boxed out. You might want to concede that one.
Lakers give up 128 points to this team. They were here the first time in January. They've not done a good job against sub-500 teams overall this year. In fact, which is 22-16. Give you an idea, Dallas is 32-3 against teams under 500. Phoenix 35-5. Teams that you have to really take advantage of. Pau Gasol. And the space is usually at a high percentage from that range.
Yeah, but that time Kwame should have closed on him. There was only 5 seconds when he caught the ball.
Sasha across it goes on the miss to Hakeem Warren. It's only a 7-point lead for the Lakers now. Harrington setting up Dante Jones, and to get into rhythm. The Lakers got a break there, although it's saved to Warren. It looked like it was going to go out of bounds. So a second chance opportunity for Harrington, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Getting way too much dribble penetration so far in this game by the Grizzlies. They're continually getting into the paint. This time Junior Harrington turning the corner. A little mismatch there, foot speed wise. He has a switch with Ronnie Turioff guarding him. So 2 free throws coming. That big lead, though, I shouldn't say big lead, but the Lakers once led by 11. Free throws here. And this is the first of 2.
Let's head over and check in with John Ireland. John?
Thank you, Joel. I was talking to Phil Jackson before the game, and I asked him, are you okay with all these shots Kobe's been taking? And he said yes, because he's been making most of them. He said, when I start to worry is when Kobe takes more than half our shots. That's not good. So far tonight, Kobe's taken 9 shots. The Lakers as a team have taken 29. So far, so good. Kobe on his way to scoring 50 if he keeps this up, and his shots are down. Back to you.
Well, the assist-to-basket ratio means a lot for the Lakers as well, as Shammond Williams fills it up from outside. It's a 3-pointer. And just like that, the Lakers back up by 9.
There's that zone again. And, you know, if you're going to play it and you have a guy with holding the ball, at least get out and get a hand up so that you can make it more difficult.
It'll be Gasol. He likes to go to the left hand. Instead, a little jumper over Kwame. So backing his way too close to the rim is Pau Gasol, who's got a dozen already.
Well, Kwame, as I talked about, can't elevate as well as he'd like, but you have to challenge that type of shot.
Kobe on the lob. Shammond Williams and Kobe collaborate.
Well, overplayed. And that time, Dante was overplaying Kobe, trying to deny him the ball. Back door, throw it up. Kobe throws it down.
Kobe's got 15. Now, the guards need help. They're gambling a little bit. As you mentioned, Shammond doubling down. It'll be Mike Miller all the way to the hole, and a foul. And that's too easy again. Dribble penetration.
Technical foul on Sasha as he took the ball out of the net. He threw it against the stanchion. And they said you're not allowed to do that anymore, even though he's frustrated at himself. Not at the call by the official, just frustrated at himself. Miller goes to the basket, gets the foul on Roney, and Sasha takes the ball, throws it. That constitutes a technical. That last basket by the Lakers, Shimon to Kobe, and Kobe. That's his 15th point, 6 out of 10 from the field.
So a guy that started 1 for 3 has picked up the pace significantly. He's got 15 and 4 boards. 6-point game. And another free throw coming up. As Sasha sits down, you just got to remember you cannot throw the ball against the base of the basket anymore.
Well, I feel for you, Sasha. I think it's a terrible rule myself. I mean, it's not like they are trying to show the officials up. This is an emotional game, and he was mad at himself for a defensive breakdown and it never slowed the game up or anything.
It's a matchup zone still by the Memphis Grizzlies. Lakers broke it down. Roney right at the high post. So he gets involved offensively, and the Lakers are back up by 7, shooting a real strong 53%. But they've got to get some stops. 58% for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Yeah, I'd just like to see the guards level off. The Grizzly guards as Kobe just about knocked that off the knee of Rudy Gay.
He got up into Gay, and Gay just couldn't get a handle on it. And it looked like it almost went off his shin. Harrington going away from the pick, leaving it off for an easy one. A jumping jack and a Hakeem Warwick, but
there it is again.
Harrington did all the work. Guards have got to do a better job out front.
Make them show you that they're going to knock down a few shots from the perimeter before you crowd to the point where you're giving up dribble penetration.
Grizzlies at 60% shooting. They switch back to man-to-man defense this trip. Kobe trying to work the overplay. Shimon Williams a bit of a crease. And foul on the floor before he was in the act of shooting.
So we'll have a timeout. 8:38 to play in the half. And the Lakers still on top. They lead the Grizzlies. And the Grizzlies trying to make a comeback.
What a strong beginning for Kobe once again. 15 points in 15 minutes. Now he's the first since Iverson and Antoine Jameson with back-to-back 50-plus. Those two did it in recent years. The last one to do it in 3 consecutive, it was Michael Jordan back in the '87 season. And then if you're looking for the last Laker to do it, that was Elgin Baylor. He did it in 3 consecutive back in 1962. So Kobe gets his first rest of the night.
And he'll be out for the next 2.5 minutes. So the Lakers holding on to a 5-point lead. Have to make sure they hold on to it.
Andrew Bynum setting the pick. Shimon going right to the post. And it's going to be
offensive foul.
A hook. Yep. Andrew Bynum off arm. A little anxious on his first possession and first touch.
They caught the ball after setting the screen, and then the defender Miller rotated over, and not much of a hook there, but you can see the elbow come around and catch Miller in the back before he lost control of the basketball.
So for the Lakers, only their 2nd turnover compared to 8 for the Grizzlies. The Lakers only up by 5, 41-36, despite the good things they've done. They've got to play better defense, and I'm talking about the good things they've done at the offensive end. Hakeem Warwick. And it stays out. Littlest guy on the floor, Shimon goes up to get it. You talked about team rebounds.
Better job of defending that time, as the Lakers really didn't go for the fakes and gave up the perimeter shot.
Luke was looking at Lamar. There's a nice 2-man game. Great 2-man game. And Lamar used his body well, didn't he?
Well, you put those two together. You got 2 very smart players, and you're going to usually get something positive.
So inside of 8. Andrew Bynum staying in front of Gasol. He gets the roll anyway. That's a tough break.
When there's a time when you just say, hey, good shot. The guy, Andrew, played real good defense, but Pau Gasol made a better shot.
So Gasol up to 14. Couple in double figures for the Grizzlies. 14 for Gasol, 11 for Mike Miller. Now Shimon drawing the attention of Gasol. It's good positioning again, and a couple of free throws coming up for Luke Walton. So Shimon wanted to go to Andrew, but saw Luke available.
Well, with Kobe out of the lineup, they went back to zone. The Lakers did a good job of reading. Went back to man-to-man, and they found the right man in Luke Walton. So free throws coming to Luke.
Luke's first free throws of the night, and what a difference it makes. You just talked about good things happening when Luke's on the floor, and Now, there's the record without Luke, and take it a step further. When Luke, Lamar, and Kwame, and Kobe's been there almost every step of the way, but Stu, when those three are on the floor with Kobe, the Lakers are 16-7. What a big difference.
Well, you got your starters. And
right.
You take 2 or 3 of the starters out of the lineup, your record is going to suffer.
Harrington harassed by Jamal Williams in front of us. Now can the Lakers get the stops that we were talking about earlier. Grizzlies still shooting 59%, hurting themselves with turnovers. Miller gave up the dribble, so Lamar closed well.
Now this is where you close on Powell.
And off the shin on a hot pass and a low one to Rudy Gay. The Lakers in transition do not have numbers. An alert play by Jamal Williams as it's kicked with 17 on the shot clock.
Another good defensive stance by the Lakers. They forced them down to low on the shot clock and then got the turnover.
Chucky Atkins back into the lineup, taking over for Junior Harrington. So more offense on the floor now for the Grizzlies. Stromile Swift replaces Paul Gasol at the same time. And Swift had 2 fouls in a couple of minutes. He wasn't out there long. They go back to the matchup zone. On the cut through the paint, Luke Walton. Middle of the floor is available. Lamar, a little bit short. Picked up and outlet it. Mike Miller. You don't mind Swift taking that shot. Won't get there. It looked like it was going to be an air ball. Andrew Bynum will chase down the game miss. 45-38. Lakers by 7. We're almost halfway through the second quarter. What a day to be in Memphis. It was 75, 80 degrees. Passed a little bit behind Bynum, but a great idea by Lamar Odom. He drew the attention. Now Bynum working against a very athletic Stromile Swift. And Swift has banged his way to the post.
Well, you let Stromile elevate, and especially when he's in that close to the basket, bad things going to happen for you. And Luke Walton is looking over at Phil, and Phil says, call a timeout, Luke. And Luke says, okay. 5:49 to go in the half, and Stromile Swift has brought the Grizzlies to within 5. The Lakers lead it 45-40.
So Kobe, all-time Laker 50-plus point games.
Wow, to think he's only 1 game behind the great Elgin Baylor in that department. Wow.
And still so many years, productive years, left in his career to not only break the record, but add to it. So now the Lakers shot clock with Kobe back on the floor at 12. Hard double on Kobe to foul the 3rd. Boy. Stromile Swift not exactly playing a real smart brand of basketball.
Tried to be aggressive with Kobe, but again, he has the dribble and he's trying to turn the corner. And the way they've called that play this year, if there's a lot of contact, obviously there's going to be a whistle.
3rd on Swift and team fouls even at 3 apiece. Kobe away, and he had space on Miller. Gets it again.
Well, space means a shot.
Yep, he's got 17 on a real clean 7 of 11. As he's now hit 7 of his last 8.
And sometimes he doesn't even need space for a shot.
Hakeem Warwick going to the line as Bynum got there late. And a couple of free throws coming up for Hakeem Warwick. One thing for Warwick, when your team has got the worst record in the NBA, here's a 2nd-year player, a 1st-round pick last year. You're going to get a lot of minutes. They're going to give you an opportunity to play and add to your game. They should. They should invest in this young man at 6'9", 220 pounds. So he shoots 2. We pause once again for an update.
The Lakers now in HD right here on Laker 9.
On KCAL 9, Time Warner Cable, Channel 409.
Kwame Brown back into the game as Andrew Bynum just picked up his 2nd foul. So Andrew was out there for 3 minutes. Only 1 board, couple of fouls.
Tough break for Andrew on that 2nd one. He got to the position that he wanted, but the official said he got there late, so he called the block. He was outside the restricted area.
Let's see how the Lakers now close out the half. They were up by 5 the last time they were here, and then they got blitzed in the 3rd. Kobe had Miller off balance, and it'll be a loose ball foul on Lamar Odom, an easy call. And now the Lakers, like the Grizzlies, well, the Grizzlies do have 1 more to give. Lakers, though, are out of fouls.
And with 5 minutes to go in the half, that's clean defense you have to play as Kobe rims out a shot. Lamar after the rebound It's Warwick right on the arm. Good call by the official. So free throws coming
To the
to
line
Warwick.
for the Grizzlies, Hakeem Warwick.
Lamar picking up his first foul. He's almost got a double-double. That's how effective, how active Lamar Odom has been in his first 16 minutes tonight. He's got 10 points, 8 boards. Well, the 4th all-time leading scorer for the Orangemen of Syracuse. At the line once again. He just split it there. And he gets the first of 2.
And that's the area of his game where he really should spend, I mean, just hours upon hours in the gym shooting jump shots. So 15 feet and in. He should just shoot jump shot, jump shot, jump shot.
Phenomenal athlete.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He's just got a prototypical swing game kind of body at 6'9", 220 pounds.
This guy is, you let him get anywhere in the paint and let him take off, it's going to be a dunk. So maybe he should work on 18-foot jump shots, because anything 15 and in, it's going to be a dunk.
Man-to-man defense from the Grizzlies as the Lakers have their starting 5 intact back on the floor. Lamar, a little step through, finds Luke on the reverse. Now the shot clock an issue. Smush sees it, and Smush a little bit strong, but Kobe tracks it down again. Early entry, and Kwame, you can hear it from here. Any broken bones? Gasol with the foul.
You know, initially, Pau Gasol had a look on his face like, that's a foul? I mean, foul. He's very fortunate there wasn't a police officer on that end. That's first-degree assault.
He cuffed him pretty well. So Kwame at the free throw line. He's been there. In fact, he hit his first 2 tonight. And now, all of a sudden, his stroke looks pretty good there, doesn't it? It's a confidence thing. And let's see if it carries over the rest of the night for Kwame. First overall selection. And it was Tyson Chandler, who we'll see tomorrow night on KCAL 9. And Pau Gasol 4 for 4. Big news early. Lakers by 6. As Kwame's got 6, but you have to pick up a rebound. And if you get the stops, forget about the rebounds. Let's see.
And again, you know, I mean, not to keep defending Kwame, but that jumping ability is just not there. He can't elevate, so he tries to stay as a position defender or a position rebounder, and so far not able to get any.
Smush tapped it out of bounds, knocked away by Rudy Gay, and then Smush tried to recover. Touched it last, so the Lakers commit their 4th turnover. One thing, though, you talk about Kwame not being able to get up, and you're right, but Pau Gasol, his footwork for his size, boy, is he clean down to the offensive end.
Well, he doesn't, I mean, yeah, he has pretty good footwork, but he really doesn't do much after he faces up, because he keeps the ball so high over his head. I'd like to see him work more with his back to the basket at the box.
Warwick on the follow away, and Kwame that time got way up there. Lost the handle, but at least he got up there. Inside of 4, with the Lakers up by 4. Quick ball movement will burn him. It's Smush. Gasol recovered, though. The Lakers definitely sharing it. Early assist that we talked about.
Now you got to go to work, though. Clock issues.
And another turnover for the Lakers. Back-to-back turnovers. Underneath, got to account for that man. And on the reverse, they can't get it done. Went to Rudy Gay.
Good help, though, by Luke with Lamar.
Kobe in traffic over Miller. But elevated, he got up there, and Kobe's got 19.
Now with just over 3 minutes to go in the half, though, the Lakers were once led by 11, now back down, or back up by 6. Make it 4.
And Gasol, the hot hand. He's 9 of 11. He's got 18 points already for the Grizzlies. Leading scorer anyway with 21 and 9.5, almost 10 boards per game.
You talk about Kobe's 19. Well, I mean, you talk about Pau Gasol with 18 on 9 out of 11.
Now Kwame may have gotten away with a walk.
And no, he didn't. The second one he didn't.
I thought the first time he did.
First time he did, yeah. Second time, no. The official says, we made one mistake, but we're not going to let you get away with that one twice. 2:52 to go in the half, and the Lakers trying to get a victory. Kobe leading the way with 19, but Pau Gasol, a more impressive 18.
That is the man in the spotlight once again. 19 for Kobe on 8 of 13. And 18 minutes of play. But can the Lakers get the stops? They've been turning the ball over a little bit too much. And almost a clean pick by Smush. It'll be Gasol on the run. That time didn't get the roll, as it's batted away by Warwick. Kobe in transition. Tough pull-up. Going 100 miles an hour.
And flat. The jumper was flat that time, so his margin of error wasn't very good.
And a little athleticism displayed by Rudy Gay with the one-hander. Nobody at home in front.
Lakers running the risk of going in at intermission, trailing the Memphis Grizzlies after coming out to that 11-point early lead.
Yeah, the Grizzlies shooting 57%. So 2 minutes to play in the half. Man-to-man this time. And after they double, it'll be a good pass inside for Lamar. Flips it over his shoulder. Gasol couldn't do a thing about it. Lamar now with 12 and 9. So every time the Lakers need a big one, it's either Kobe or Lamar.
Well, there's number 1 and 2 punch, so that's where you go when you need a hoop.
Now Miller got a position. Almost picked it up for the second half. Good switch deep into the shot clock. Miller gave up the dribble. Gasol looked back at the clock. He's talking about a guy that's been hot. Gasol again, 10 of 13. It's rare when he misses. And last game, he was sensational as well.
Yeah, he's got 20.
He was 11 of 14 last game. Their loss to the Hornets. Kobe setting up Smush. Good look. Can't give him an assist. Kwame keeps it alive, but it's tapped ahead. Look out. Numbers 4-on-2 Memphis. And they'll foul on Lamar. They call the foul.
Yeah.
Warwick will shoot 2.
Without the foul, though, Warwick, after he missed the dunk, held on to the rim to keep himself in the air. That would have been a violation, but the foul was called. So Warwick go to the line and shoot a pair. The Grizzlies in transition. Foul hits him right on the head. We can have a tie ball game with under a minute to play in the half.
Well, things have bogged down for the Lakers considerably in the second 12 minutes. They had 34 points on the board at the end of the first. Alan Massengill, James Worthy in the Jack in the Box. Halftime report coming up in 58.9 seconds. And we'll head back to the studios at KCAL at 9. But still only 17 points scored so far for the Lakers. Actually, right now, it's 19 points with 53 up there. But usually, when the Lakers are playing well, the assists are in bunches for them. And they've slowed down in that department.
Well, again, not that they're not passing the ball. It's just that you have to make a shot to get the assist. And right now, the Lakers' shooting percentage still over 50%, but they were well above 50 when they had that 34 on the board in the first quarter.
So we are tied at 53 after the free throws go down for Hakeem Warwick. Now has 7 and 5. Kobe, quick release. Lakers back up by a couple. 21 for Kobe as he is 9 of 15. What a spectacular start once again for him. But the Lakers, they've got to get some stops, giving up way too many points. It'll be Gasol. Yeah. Call the foul on Kwame. Second on Kwame.
You see the motion or the indication as Kwame gets a technical foul, the indication that the official gives is that in the shot, Kwame's using his hands down low. Well, the foul was called with Kwame's hands up high. So then you have to ask the official, really, what am I doing that you're calling? And I guess Kwame didn't ask it in the right way and picks up a technical foul. So a free throw coming on the technical plus two on the shot. The Grizzlies could have the lead.
So Chucky Atkins the first. That's a technical. And it pops out. A couple coming up for Pau Gasol. As we saw in the replay, those arms were forward. There's no doubt about that. His arms were, they always tell you to put your arms straight up, and his arms were leaning down.
Yeah, but that's not the indication that the official gave. The indication was that he was holding around the waist, had his hand on the waist. And sure, he had that well before the whistle sound. But when 2 seconds later, when the shot was taken and the whistle sounded, his hands were well above his head.
Well, Courtney Kirkland, he gave that indication. With 33.2 to play, Gasol already at a season average at 21. That's what he averages a game. Well, actually 23. He's only 2 off him.
So he has to score 2 more points, and he can take the rest of the night off.
Nobody in purple and gold would complain.
Really? Not the way he's torturing him.
Kobe, a long three. Makes it unbelievable.
Where
Makes it look easy. About 6-7 feet behind the three-point line. Nonchalantly goes to 24
You
and a
look
half.
over at the coach and say, look, coach, he was 100 feet away. Why am I going to guard him out there on a jump shot?
Kwame jumps out. Atkins hits the deck and a jump ball on a good play by Kwame defensively with 3.2.
Now you got to have a situation here where you find out where you're going to tip it as Kobe. The last shot. Smush this here, Kobe. You have it. Where is it? Look at that.
6 feet, isn't
FedEx smart.
He's 6 feet beyond the arc, isn't it?
Wow. The defender says, what's he going to? No, he's not going to shoot that. Yes, he is. Yes, he did.
He's 10 of 16, 24 points, 3.2 to play. And a timeout as the Lakers try to set something up in the mismatch they have on the tip.
Absolutely. Good call by Phil Jackson.
They're 4-11 in games decided by 3 or less. 6-20, 6 or less. Now the Lakers looking for an easy one. And
violation of Chucky Atkins.
Chucky Atkins never even jumped.
Well, he doesn't have to jump, but he can't run out of the circle. he can stand there.
He left the scene early.
He tried to get the tip after Kwame tipped it over to Luke.
So the Lakers will bring it in. Now Lamar, 3-point-2 and a reach by Warren. And they didn't have a foul to give.
That's not Kobe out there. Lamar wasn't looking to shoot it from 40 feet.
That's free throws. They did not have a foul to give. So you talk about a breakdown.
Look at the coach, Baroni.
Need an aspirin?
He says, and I wanted to coach. Oh my goodness, these guys are driving me crazy. I got news for you, coach. As a coach, that's not a far drive. You know the old saying, you have to be crazy to coach.
There you go. Example A. So first goes down to Lamar. Lamar deserves it. He's already got a double-double. He has been aggressive. He's been all over the floor tonight. 13 and 10 for Lamar. To go along with 3 assists.
And 2.2 on the clock. So don't allow the long pass or keep it out of Chucky Atkins' hands.
And it's going to be the short one. Gay at the buzzer. Counts and it goes. Not too far from going.
Really? As it left his hands, I said, maybe. Then as it got a little further, I said, really, maybe.
So the last time the Lakers were here, Stu, they led by 5 at the half. We know what happened. It wasn't good. They're up by 6 at the break now. And boy, Kobe with 24, Lamar with 14.
But Powell likes to face up from about 10 feet and just shoots that almost a flat-footed jump shot, if there is such a thing, where he does get a piece of paper under his foot, but not much.
There was so much speculation because he said he would not mind being traded. That came about 3-4 weeks before the trading deadline, so there was all that speculation that he was headed to the Chicago Bulls, but it did not work out. So he is still a Memphis Grizzly. A Grizzly team that, well, everything could turn around for them with a good lottery pick. Off the curl and a pick, Mike Miller. And that's the way it begins in the second half.
And the Lakers should remember, and I hope they have long memories about the second half here the last time they played when they gave up 76 points in the second half. So they know they got to come out of the locker room with more aggression on the defensive end.
They gave up 46, as you mentioned, in the third quarter alone. Kobe, and off the lip of the rim, comes up short. So Dante Jones with a good close that time on Kobe.
And they start Dante to start the second half, primarily to see if he can control Kobe a little bit better.
Yeah, there's the dribble penetration, the breakdown for the Lakers that we talked about in the first half. Mike Miller especially. He's a big guy, not a little guy anyway, getting inside. Kobe wanted to post up Dante Jones. Atkins on that side, so there's somebody else available. Luke Walton on the opposite side. And hard off the heels. So 4 early points to start the half by the Grizzlies.
And then we talk about the first 5 all the time. First 5 minutes of this third. And so far, it's been Grizzlies in the first minute and a half.
Mike Miller. Luke got there. Rotated over on the give and go. And on the break, Kobe kept it away from Dante Jones on a hard foul from behind. He'll shoot 2. And he's going to make sure that Kobe didn't get a 3-point opportunity.
Well, I've seen that play called as a flagrant 1 in this league, even though I don't think this is a flagrant 1. But you could hear Phil Jackson in the background telling the official that he thought that it was unnecessary contact. So Kobe will shoot 2.
10:36 to play in the third as we head over to the sideline with John Ireland. John?
It's off to this quick start here in the third quarter. It reminds me of what happened the last time we were here in Memphis. The Grizzlies set a franchise record for points in a quarter, 46 points back on January 9th. And I know the Lakers are conscious of that. And Stu, you always say, stress the first 5 minutes. But Memphis put up a record number last time we were here. You know the Laker coaches are thinking about that now. Back to you.
Kobe comes through at the free throw line. There's the first 2 points of the third. And John, let's see if they can slow him down at this end of the floor.
You know, watch the next time Kobe gets matched up with Dante Jones if he doesn't try to take him, because Kobe also felt that contact was a little bit excessive.
Phil Jackson said right in front of us, unnecessary. Gasol, too much time that time, maybe. Luke came out, though, and challenged. The Lakers lead by 4 with the basketball. Beautiful pass. Kwame Smush did the work. An assist for Smush. Kwame with the easy one.
Smush giving the Grizzlies some of their own medicine. That's what they did in the first half. A lot of dribble penetration and then a dish.
Hey, what's going on? That's 5 assists for Smush. He had 9 last game. He averages 2.5 a game. Atkins steps into the 3. Man, a good look. The Lakers get a break on.
You see Luke Walton slow it down a little bit, though. He came out of the pack and then just said, let's wait a minute here. Let's run our half court.
Kobe, quick release. Nothing there. I mean, didn't touch a thing. On the break, Jones and Warwick. A couple of free throws coming up for Hakeem Warwick, and that's their game. Miss or make, and that was a miss. They want to get it up.
Yeah, they want to get it up in a hurry. And just like you said, whether it's a miss or a make, they're going to inbound the ball. And sometimes after a make, you might want to take that quick turnaround to intercept that inbounds pass. They want to push it in so fast that they can get a little careless. And if you're close to it, just act like you're running down, then turn around real quick, pick it off.
Philadelphia native Hakeem Warwick misses his second of the stripe. He's 5 of 7. Very active first half for Warwick. 19 players selected last year. 9:31 left in the third, and is crucial. I mean, a must win, because the Hornets, that's going to be a difficult proposition. You've got to take care of a team this far south of the 500 mark. 5-point lead for the Lakers as Warwick got the second. Kobe beats Jones, and on the run, Gasol got into the play, didn't he? 3-on-2. Dante Jones. Warwick batted it around. That's why Jones has it back. So the Lakers are up by 3, but an uneven beginning to the third.
Yeah, let's see if they can get back to doing what they did in that first quarter, especially when they did a great job of moving the ball. And what a pass by Lamar.
A little touch pass. Kobe, as Lamar sets up Luke. And we're going to have a loose ball foul, and maybe a double foul. It was a wrestling match down low between Kobe and the guy who hit him pretty hard. And that's Dante Jones. We're talking about the previous foul.
And what the officials have to do now is when you have a play that like that one, now you really make sure you keep an eye on those two players. Make sure that nothing flares up from that. We'll have a jump ball at midcourt. Any two players can jump, as they call the double fouls on Kobe and Dante Jones.
Dante Jones, former Duke Blue Devil in his 4th season.
Number 24, Kobe Bryant.
So Kobe with the foul. That's his first of the game. It's also the second for Jones, and the Lakers come away with it. Kobe, nifty move inside, slices his way to the rack, and the Lakers are up by 5 as Kobe's got 28.
Again, a lot of contact. Miller didn't even wait and just buried it through.
Man, that's his game. I was surprised they were only 1 of 5. They didn't take that many threes by their standards in the first half.
Well, they're going to make up for it here in the second, probably.
So the lead for the Lakers down to a couple. 66-64. Over the top, and Hakeem Warwick held Lamar, but how about that lead by Luke?
Well, just reading the floor and making the right pass. He waits, he notices that Lamar has a pretty good seal, throws the pass over the top, the foul is called.
So they've got a couple. Swift with 3, Warwick with 3.
The last basket by Kobe after the double foul call, he took it right into the chest of Gasol.
Kwame got Gasol out of position. Now tries to make him pay at the free throw line.
I'll tell you something, Dante and Kobe, they better keep their eyes on those two.
James Capers says he's between the two. Kobe just said something to him like, come on, calm down.
Now they get a double technical on Kobe and Dante. See, that time it was looked like Dante came from behind and gave Kobe a good shot.
Technical foul on number 24, Kobe Bryant, and number 30.
Dante Jones. Being talked to by his coach, Tony Baroni. The double tap on Kobe and Jones. And I saw Kobe right afterwards say something to Dante Jones like, come on, let's calm down, both of us. And still, the double tech was assessed right after that. So Kwame misses his first free throw of the night. The second stays out. He is now 4 for 6. And it stays only a 2-point Laker lead. Gasol. The Lakers went with a double. for the lead. Mike Miller is going to be real short. You can see it out of his hands, and it's off the noggin of Hakeem Warwick, right off his top.
Kwame couldn't get to it, so he just swings at it and hits it right off the head of Hakeem Warwick. Tried to get out of the way.
That was a ricochet.
Almost took his headband off.
And a walk, they say, on Smush. Turnover for the Lakers. Their 7th and the first so far here in the second half. It's not like either team has a lot of mo out of the locker room right now.
Yeah, well, this game has been a little slow in the third quarter after the 10-minute mark. A lot because of the foul situation. The double fouls on Kobe and then the double technical foul on Kobe and Dante Jones.
Dante Jones walked to the basketball. Luke got over there to force that turnover. That's number 12 and a delay of game. He threw it to the official farthest away from him.
Now both teams have a delay of game. The Lakers got a delay of game as the half started because, according to the officials, they weren't ready to go when the officials were ready to go.
Lamar, good position. Stromile Swift just got his 4th foul. A lot of whistles early.
Yeah, and that's really disrupts the rhythm of a game. There's a better flow to it in the first half, obviously, but so far here in the third, it's been whistle, whistle, whistle. And it's up to the players to make the adjustment. You know what the officials are calling now? Adjust.
Smush of the pick and roll game. Into the middle, Kwame. Got to hurry now. Shot clock. Ball in the hands of Kobe on the follow away. Mike Miller takes it away off the miss. And off the shin of Lamar, 19 on the shot clock. So the Lakers still by 2. And the Lakers shoot, by the way, the rest of the way in the third. Grizzlies are out of fouls, so if you want to get to the free throw line, this is the time. Attack.
Yeah, but you got to, good. You got to go to the rim to get fouled generally, although there have been times where they've been fouled in the act of shooting. 7:09 to play, and it's gotten close.
And as we get back to our action, that game's wrapping up as well, so you might hear some lopsided cheers. Back to you.
Gasol backing his way in. They move it quickly. And a second chance opportunity after the Dante Jones miss. Atkins gives the Grizzlies the lead. So the long rebound right to Stromile Swift. He found the right guy. 67-66. Chucky Atkins with 7 points.
Doesn't have to be a long rebound for Stromile. You just have to put a body on him.
Smush all the way to the hole. Regains the lead for the Lakers by 1, 68-67 with the second basket of the game.
Nice turn to the corner, and Pau Gasol came up a little gimpy on that play, trying to walk it off.
Yeah, he's hobbling.
Yeah, but he's having a good game, so he'll be all right.
The Lakers in scramble mode, and Mike Miller kills him again beyond the arc. 2-point lead for the Grizzlies, and that is their biggest lead of the game. And now Kobe trying to get it up and over Gasol. They've got a piece of it. It's batted around Lamar, and they're going to call a blocking foul. It's a break because Lamar used the off arm too.
Well, Stromile Swift was in the restricted area. Good hustle play by Lamar made that happen. 2 free throws coming. The Lakers now trailing by a deuce with 6:04 to go here in the third.
That's 5 fouls on Swift, so he'll have to sit down as Hakeem Warwick is coming back into the game. Memphis has just tied Texas A&M at 64, and that's what John Allen was talking about, the cheers in the background on a free throw. And that game only has 3.1 seconds remaining. Missed by Lamar. That's his first miss, as he's 2 of 3 at strike. 14 and 11 so far. So the Lakers down to 49%. That's a problem. They've not been able to get it done offensively, and they didn't get it done offensively down the stretch in the first half either. So Lamar misses 2. Inside of 6. Left in the third. The big man is Pau Gasol. Real quick release. We've seen that before. The baby hook, and it's up to 4 now. As Gasol at his average with 23.
Critical time right here for the Lakers. And I say that with all this time left in the second half, but the Grizzlies up now to a 4-point advantage.
Lamar blocked away with the foul coming up on Gasol. Lamar They weren't going to call it originally. Jumped in, used his body.
Number 16.
The Lakers getting to the charity stripe now. Let's see if they can convert some. Lamar was there just a minute ago as he gets the call in his favor. So he'll go back for 2 more. He missed his last 2. I guess he's due to make 2.
Well, Memphis has the lead now in the second made free throw. Talk about a distraction when you're at the free throw line. 72-69. Lamar gets the first of 2. You're right. This is a very crucial time for the Lakers.
Well, not to be a bad guy, but, you know, if you're the Lakers, you want them showing that at college game during timeouts, not during action.
And a double dribble. Dante Jones brought it up with both hands. So the Lakers, another turnover where they're a +12 right now. That's the 13th of the game on the Grizzlies. Grizzlies had 7 in the first 6 minutes, though. So they cleaned it up a little bit. Rudy Gay and
Not quite yet.
Yeah, they're not letting him in yet. He's going to come in, I believe, for Dante Jones. So the Lakers, and that's the officials like you, thought it was a distraction like both of us.
Well, a little late to do it now. The game's over.
Especially with Lamar at the free throw line.
Yeah, I mean, not to be a bad sport about anything. I mean, sure, I would like to see the Memphis fans get a chance to see their team, but it's at the expense of the Lakers.
Good ball movement. Kobe gets it. Great passing that time by the Lakers. Boy, it snapped through the offensive stack. 72-71. And Kobe's got 30.
And with 5 minutes to go, he's going to have to heat up. The rest of the team's going to have to heat up.
Chucky Atkins finger rolls it and got to the rim again way too easily. So he's starting to warm up. Grizzlies by 3. Kobe, small man on him. It would have counted had it gone as he's grabbed by Dante Jones.
Boy, I just love the way he can read and react. Dante Jones took away the baseline. Kobe wanted to go baseline. Dante Jones takes that away, and immediately he does his footwork, does a spin back into the middle. Dante takes the middle of the baseline. Nice move, earns 2 free throws.
So Dante Jones with his 3rd foul. Kobe shoots 2. Let's pause for an update.
Laker 9 now in HD. Catch the action.
On KCAL 9, Time Warner Cable, Channel 409.
First goes down for Kobe. He's got 31. He's 5 of 5 at the free throw line. Also has 5 boards. Tries to make it a 1-point game. The Lakers 14 of 19 and make it 15 of 20 at this rate. Now, how many times can they get free throws over the final 4:52?
How many times they can get a stop?
No. Starts right there. First line of defense, your guards.
Well, the Grizzlies are shooting for the game 58%.
Kwame, and it's going to be a defensive 3 call. And Lamar is saying he was within arm's length of Hakeem Warren.
Defensive 3 seconds.
It's not working, though. So a free throw, technical free throw coming up for Mike Miller.
To shoot the technical.
Good thing for Pau Gasol, because that time I thought Kwame did a good job of moving his feet and should have been a recipient of the offensive foul. But instead, it's a technical foul on the illegal defense. Mike Miller converts that. Possession, Memphis.
They've got a chance for a 3 or 4-point trip. Tough start to the second half for the Lakers. Taken away. Spurs rotated. The Lakers have numbers now the other way. Kobe and Lamar rams it home. Lakers tied at 75 points off another turnover. They're up 21-5 in that department.
Well, see, that time when Chucky Atkins got into the paint, they really smothered him and kept their hands up. He tried to throw it over their hands. He's too short for that.
Final 4+. Hakeem Warren controls it. And fouled by Lamar. So they tried to recover. And a couple of free throws coming up for Hakeem Warren. And he's been able to get to the line, hasn't he? It's going to be the 9th and 10th attempts for Warren.
That's because he's just so athletic. I mean, he jumps so well. It's almost like you have to foul him or he's going to get it done.
Gives Memphis the lead. To bring in Junior Harrington once again. We saw him in the first half.
So he was just like Chucky Atkins getting into the paint. So again, the Laker guards going to have to, and they're getting that little bump with a high screen. That's all guards generally need. That's where it's important for your your bigs to really give you that support. Step out and make him turn the corner just a little bit wider.
Warwick has 8 of his 10 points now at the free throw line. Grizzlies by a couple, 77-75. Move it well, and Luke gets the equalizer. It's even at 77. So Luke Walton into double figures with 11 points and 4 assists. But it's got to start at this end of the floor for the Lakers. Luke stays in front of Miller. Warwick outside. That's only his second basket of the game. Lazy pass. A break for the Lakers. You can see that coming. Telegraph. So did Junior Harrington.
Well, it's the passer's responsibility because Smush is looking back to receive the ball. And that's where you have to make sure if you're the guy throwing the pass in, you see where that defender is and whether you can make that play clean.
So the Lakers, they took a second off the shot clock. Bob Delaney waiting.
Well, they took more than a second. The game clock went off as well. Now they've got it back to the correct spot for the game clock. Now they're waiting for the shot clock to go down by 1.
They're a little distracted around here tonight, aren't they? So they're putting, so it'll be 23. 3:40. They've got it straight now. So, okay, now we're ready to go. Final 3:39. The Lakers down by a couple. They have lost 6 of their last 7 to the Memphis Grizzlies in this city. It's hard to believe. Kobe with 32 and counting has 35. Lakers lead by a point, 80-79.
Rudy Gay was there, but yet wasn't there.
Mike Miller. Luke got there. Didn't make any difference, did it?
Just like Luke was there, but yet wasn't there.
So Miller coming through from Memphis.
Miller's
got 25 on 9 of 12, and they have been layups.
You take Miller and Gasol, put them together. They are 20 out of 27.
Kobe wanted to burn him on the overplay. Now the shot clock, a consideration. Kobe, a 30-footer, and it was long. Harrington on the push. Look out. Mike Miller again. Target practice. They're playing their tempo now. The Lakers are letting them get down the floor in transition with numbers.
Well, after a shot, you got to hustle back. And what's happening is a lot of the Lakers are running to the paint. You've got to run and match up. If they're waiting around the three-point line, that's where you have to defend them. And Phil Jackson will get that message across.
And let's see what the Lakers come up with. Kobe out of the timeout. Quick release. Before they can respond, it is down to 3. Kobe's up to 37. Miller again, though. The penetration opens things up, and Gasol rolls it home. They're getting into the rim way too easy.
Just because they're pushing it up and getting the Lakers out of position defensively. They're not having a chance to really set a team defense.
Sasha out of the timeout along with Shammond Williams. Joining Kobe, Kwame Brown, and Lamar. Shammond, three-pointer, stays in after trying to pop out, and they'll give him a long 2, make it 87-84.
That thing tried to crawl out, didn't it?
And a charge on Junior Harrington. I think Shammond sold it.
Yeah, he did. But he got his body in front of the defender. His feet weren't set. But Junior Harrington hit him right between the numbers, right in the sternum. And if you get hit there by the head and shoulders, that's generally going to be an offensive foul.
The second on Harrington is Dante Jones coming back into the game. It will be for Rudy Gay.
Good job by Shammond of moving behind the screen and anticipating where Junior Harrington wanted to go and getting the call in his favor.
For the Lakers, an opportunity for more points off a turnover. But until that turnover, 8 consecutive makes at the offensive end for the Memphis Grizzlies. So they're shooting 61%. Got to start at that end. Shammond on the pick and roll game. Good pass by Kwame, and Lamar floats it home.
That's good interior passing.
Lakers back in transition. But you got to account for their best player, Pau Gasol with the flush. 89-86. What an offensive explosion for them. And there's going to be a hold. Kobe will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. They were doubling Kobe off the ball. And I think it was Jones who tried to put him in handcuffs again.
Dante trying to make sure he keeps Kobe from catching the ball. But that last possession where the Lakers had some good interior, Brahmi to Lamar. Lamar with the easy one. Then, but quickly down the floor came the Grizzlies, and Gasol with the easy one. So his point total goes to 27. 13 out of 17 from the field as Kobe tries to add to his point total. He's got 37. 2 free throws coming.
Give him 38. He is 7 of 7 at the line. Trying to become the first Laker since 1962 with 3 consecutive games from 50 or more. When Elgin Baylor did it, he hit for 50, 51, and 52. Last player to do it was Michael Jordan 20 years ago, 1987. And Kobe, clutch again. He's got 39.
Well, the way the Grizzlies are taking care of the Laker defense here in the third, Kobe's going to have to get 60 to have a shot at winning. Mike Miller and Pau Gasol are really torching him.
On the wing, it stays in. Spun around for the young man who just checked in. That's his first basket of the game. Terrence Kinsey, the rookie out of South Carolina. His second team All-SEC last year. Kobe, what footwork. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Off balance, still almost got it.
There it is again, though. The same move that he did against Dante Jones, where he wants to go baseline. Take that away from me. You have to give me something. If the footwork is there, you're going to get what you want. In this case, 2 more free throws.
At this point, is it a foregone conclusion he hits 50? He's right now at 40 with that free throw.
You know, you should know nothing's a foregone conclusion.
But
12th 40-point game this year for Kobe. So let's just hope that the Lakers can get out of this building with a victory. He needs 50, 60, 41, whatever it takes to win.
So the Lakers shooting 54%, but they're down by a point because the Grizzlies are at 62.5%. Miller, real short, but tracked down by Warren, and he's out of bounds actually on the baseline. So the Lakers get it back with 26.4 and need to milk the clock.
Yeah, this should be one of those possessions where they say, let's treat this as if the shot clock is off, and let's try to work for, you know, as close to the last shot as possible.
So Kobe has been out there for the entire third. The substitution pattern is going to be interesting. The rotation in the 4.
Flat angled pass.
Kobe now. Tough fall away.
You kidding me? There he goes.
He is
again.
amazing. He's got 43. Lakers lead by 1. And
foul.
Mike Miller drawing the contact. It's a foul on Kobe. So the Lakers had a foul to give.
You know, there was a guy on the other end of the floor where Kobe shoots this, and after Kobe makes this shot, guy stands up and just shakes his head like, no way. No way. He didn't just make that shot. Got news for you, fella. Does that all the time.
2.9 left in the third. Kobe with 43 points.
That turned out to be a good foul because Miller was on his way to the rim.
Got him before he was in the act.
And now with only 2.9, Lakers could get out of this quarter with the advantage. Now will Phil Jackson change his normal pattern of substituting for Kobe at the top of the 4th?
Gasol. And Shimon took it away, and it was almost a loose ball following Gasol after that. Good read by Shimon at the end.
Nice quick move, too. And as Pau Gasol was dribbling seemingly in slow motion, Shimon said, I know I've got time to get there. And get there, the Lakers better. They're up by 1. So the Lakers know what they need to do.
Lakers have it to start the 4th. Sasha from Kobe. It's short. Lamar battles, gets a big second chance. Inside, Kobe on the finger roll, and they got him underneath. What a communication process between Lamar and Kobe to see it that quickly.
Lamar always has his mind on the giving mode as he sees Kobe. Says, yeah, I'll throw it up. Chucky Atkins' call for getting out of the way, so it'll be a 3-point opportunity for Kobe as he runs his point total to 45, looking for 46. That's just great recognition. by Lamar Odom.
So Lamar with the assist. He's got 19 and 12 to go along with 4 assists. Kobe with 46, 5 and 3. As the Lakers are up by 4. Andrew Bynum out there. Yeah, they say he got him down low because he took the ball away from Stromile Swift up top. Let's head over to John Ireland. John.
Stu, you asked the question moments ago, would Phil Jackson sit Kobe Bryant as he normally does in the start of the fourth quarter? Maybe part of the reason why Kobe is out there right now, other than the fact that he's hot, is that Maurice Evans, although he's here in Memphis and did travel with the team, did not dress for this game tonight. Mo participated in shoot-around this morning, but then had fluid in his right knee. It was very sore. They decided not to dress him, and of course, he's normally the guy that gets Kobe's minutes. So Maurice Evans not available. Kobe still on the court. Back to you guys.
Yeah, we mentioned that at the very top of the telecast that fluid on the knee and the problems with the knee had popped up again for Mo Evans, and he hasn't been the same since they drained it twice.
Well, you know, when you have that fluid on the knee, the motion is not the same. You don't get the same kind of motion, so it's hard to do anything.
Andrew Bynum, plenty of time on the shot clock. Shamon Williams, it's kicked, so instead of 6 now, because of the kick, he wanted to go into Andrew Bynum. Good idea. He'll be 14. So the Lakers by a couple in a very critical game, to say the least, with the Hornets in the second of a back-to-back tomorrow night right here on KCAL 9 in New Orleans. Waiting for the kick.
On zone again.
It'll be Kobe over the zone. Real long. Shamon got to it again. And it'll be a foul underneath on Stromile Swift.
First of all, it was a very late whistle, and that's really what upsets most players is Stromile hasn't been able to stay away from the whistle. Good job by Shamon to put it in his left hand, and then the whistle sounded just a little late. But Shamon says better late than never. So Shamon Williams with his first try from the charity stripe.
You can understand the frustration of a Stromile Swift after seeing it, because Shamon caught under the cylinder jumping over to that side.
Well, not only that, he's fouled out. And he being Stromile Swift in 5 minutes. Yeah. 6 fouls in 5 minutes. One of those nights, Stro.
You mean Travis Knight? One of those nights.
One of those nights. He looks up at the clock and he says, "Are you kidding? I'm out of the game. I can't go back in anymore to get any more fouls."
3-point lead for the Lakers, 96-93. The little things that Shamon Williams has done tonight, they don't show up completely on the stat line, even though he's got 6 with 3 assists and a couple of boards. 13 minutes. But he's done a lot of things well for the Lakers tonight. And a second chance. Sasha jumped into the middle of the fray and got it. Shamon Williams stays out as Dante Jones comes up with the board.
See, this is what they do. They just run up and take the first shot they possibly can.
Lamar got to it before Jones. Well, Kobe looks fresh, doesn't he?
He always looks fresh.
Sasha, finally! Lakers by 6, 99-93.
And that's going to be available now because since the beginning of the game, basically, but especially now, everybody's attention defensively is on Kobe, so you're going to get open looks.
Atkins, too clean a look. Man, the inside position. Jones, with the smaller man, had taken away Lamar his length again. And they'll call the charge on Lamar.
That's, again, I see why that rule's in effect, but, once you've passed the ball and you're no longer in the play, and a player just runs over and gets in your path, got to change direction based on the rules. So turnover for the Lakers, foul on Lamar. That's his 4th. And they're going to miss him for the next couple of minutes as Ronny Turiaf comes in with 10:06 to play.
Ronny had 4 minutes in the first half. Made his only try. 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Pick and roll game. Bynum's length against another 7-footer. Pau Gasol. And good help by Ronny. That's rotation.
Pau Gasol's trying to do a dance on the baseline to show the official how he got fouled, but good help defensively by Ronny and stops the scoring opportunity for the Grizzlies.
9 left on the shot clock. Good start for the Lakers with the 4th. And Ronny took it away from Rudy Gay. And Gay just didn't read it. He had the inside position. Quicker to the punch. Ronny Turiaf. The spacing over Gasol, Rody, and the Lakers lead by 8.
Well, they got to keep the defensive pressure on them, though. The Grizzlies going to take a timeout here. Stopped a little bit of surge by the Lakers. The Lakers making it happen with some of their reserves. Sasha knocked down a big shot, and then Roney comes in, knocks down a big shot, and with 9:22 to play, the Lakers, who were trailed by 2 or so, now lead on the scoreboard, and that's the only thing that counts. They lead by 8.
Kobe sitting on history. 46 points so far on 16 of 29 from the field. He's yet to visit the free throw line, 11 of 11. And boy, has it come in rhythm in the flow of things for Kobe tonight. 1-3 was way out there, but everything else looked like the usual stuff. And trying to join some very elite company as far as the Lakers are concerned. Elgin Baylor, last Laker to do it, 1962.
Well, when you got your name in the same sentence with Elgin, you've got your name in some elite company.
Well, the stops, can they continue? A lot of the guys out in the second unit. As Gay walked with the basketball, Rudy Gay, he ran with it before he put it down. Stu at halftime, I didn't want to bring it up all that much because there's still 24 minutes of basketball, but the bench didn't give him a lot of offense. Shammond Williams gave him some little intangibles in the first half, but now the bench starting to come through.
Yeah, well, they hit some big shots the last couple of possessions, and that's going to be crucial.
Isolation. Kobe finding some space and a little bit short.
Look how quick the Grizzlies are in the attack mode.
Atkins blocked away, but a couple of free throws. Andrew Bynum made sure he didn't go to the line looking for the three-point play.
And I like that from Andrew, because you hear the whistle, don't just stop. Prevent that play right there. As long as it's not goaltending, go ahead and get the block, because that way most they can get is a two-pointer as opposed to a possible three-point play.
So Sasha just picked up his second foul. He hit a huge three-pointer a couple of minutes ago. Atkins the first of 2. So the Grizzlies now 18 of 23 at the line. The Lakers 21 of 27. And the Laker bench will 6 from Shammond with 5 assists. Smush is checking back into the game for Shammond Williams. These are a strong 15 minutes he's put in tonight.
Well, you know, ever since Phil Jackson decided to go to Shammond Williams, he's really responded. And that's a real vet for a seasoned vet for you. He knows how to sit over there, watch what's going on, and be ready to play once he gets the opportunity, and not just be, you know, now I can't play because I haven't played in a month, as he checks that left knee. And his banged knees of one of the players.
Bynum asking for it early in the shot clock. Their dish, Kobe underneath, reverses it home. The assist for Bynum. Nice dive. So Kobe at 48.
And counting.
He's 2 away from history. 8.5 to play. Gasol. Boy, has he been on tonight from that range.
He's been on from any range. 14 out of 19 for Pau Gasol. Has slowed up quite a bit here in the second half. That's because Mike Miller heated up so much.
Is this the trip? Kobe fouled on a very long 2-pointer. Hit by Rudy Gay. So now he goes to the free throw line, trying to hit the 50 plateau.
Well, his last basket gave him 48 on the feed from Andrew Bynum. Now he's at the line to shoot 2. So, and he's been there a few times tonight. As a matter of fact, 11 out of 11. So if he makes 2 here, obviously I can do that math. I can do 48 and 2.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
The first, he's at 49. Lamar Odom. I think you want to be on the floor for something like this. He takes over for Andrew Bynum. And Andrew just with one of the prettiest assists of the night.
Yeah, so they're going to put Roney on Pau Gasol. And I want to see Roney play Pau, because Roney stays after you so much. I don't think he'll allow Pau to just sit there and take that little flat-footed shot.
He's done it. Kobe Bryant has just become the 4th in NBA history, only the 4th to ever score 50 or more in 3 straight games, joining Michael Jordan, Elgin Baylor, and Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt did it just 10 times. So we sit in and we witness history tonight in Memphis. Now, get the win. 105-97 Lakers. Gasol brings it down to a half dozen again. Yeah, Gasol has 31.
Yeah, he backed Roney in that time and used his length and height against this short Roney Turiaf.
Here's the matchup zone. moving the ball better against the zone tonight. Smush, too strong, but Roning inside, and it's taken away by Rudy Gay.
This is where you got to talk. In transition, you must talk.
Gay straight to the hole with the left hand.
Wow, that was nice. That was very nice. He didn't seem like he had the angle to get a dunk. He was going to the rim or to the painted area, but he seemed like he was far enough away where he had to lay it up. Well, he laid it up all right.
So Rudy Gay, the rookie first-round pick, 8th overall selection out of UConn, makes it a 4-point deficit. Fall away, Kobe stays out. Lamar underneath. Will shoot 2. Well, Lamar has been the constant around the rim tonight, grabbing his 14th board and earning 2 free throws.
The last basket by Rudy Gay, going to his left and then extending and finishing. I mean, that angle didn't show you the distance that he covered with that last step. Nice move.
Same size as Hakeem Warren. So they got 2 guys right at 6'9", 220, 225. As the length for the Lakers is now at the free throw line.
That seems to be the size of the future for the league. You got 6'8", 6'9" guys that can play just about every position.
So only 4 have been able to do it in NBA history. Kobe is the 4th. We just saw 50 or more. And a lot of time left in this one. 106-101 with 6:53 to play. Lamar has 20 and 14.
Well, if the Grizzlies got a delay of game, that should be a technical.
Right, because they already had 1. So they'll move away from the line. Kobe will take the technical, and then Lamar will go back to the stripe, and he'll fill it up for another.
Could be a nice trip for the Lakers if all these free throws are converted. Lamar already made 1, so Kobe gets 1, then Lamar gets another. A 3-point opportunity for the Lakers.
Kobe has 51. An absolutely amazing athlete. Rarely get to see special talents like that.
Well,
they come along so. How many do you see every decade or 2? It's rare.
More than a decade, that's for sure. But
it's very rare.
One of the things about Kobe is beyond his physical ability is just his mental approach to the game itself. How he constantly looks to improve. His conditioning is superb. And he just is a consummate professional.
Challenges himself. Atkins fouled by Roning because of the breakdown out top. He got the rim again. So the foul on Smush. They'll give the reach from behind.
Chucky Atkins using that left arm just about an offensive foul on him. Gets to the painted area, gets fouled, so he's back to the charity stripe. 4 out of 5 in the game. He's looking to add to his 11-point total.
Now 5 of 6 at the strike. He didn't figure all that prominently in the first half offensively. But starting to pick up the pace, unfortunately, for the Lakers, says he. And usually, it's a guy who spaces. He averages 13 a game. And he's right there now with 13 points.
Well, if Rudy Gay scores another 2 points, they'll have all 5 of their starters in double figures.
Offensively, they're still shooting 59%. Yet the Lakers are up 107-103, thanks to the work of that man, Kobe Bryant. Smush in traffic. How did he thread that through to Lamar? Kobe got Gay into the air. He'll shoot 2.
Everybody wants to be a shot blocker. Everybody thinks that playing good defense means blocking a shot. And it's really just the opposite. Playing good defense is played before players get into the act of shooting. As Kobe gives the head fake, Gay goes for the meal and pays for it. Not a free meal this time. 2 more free throws for Kobe Bryant.
Right man to the line for the Lakers. As he is 15 of 15. So came in leading the league, and I mentioned it a lot over the last 2-3 weeks for the Lakers to be successful. Truly feel he needs to lead the league in scoring. And he's taken it upon himself over the last, well, not just the last 3 games, but he's been on the attack a lot more, where he was a facilitator in the first half of the season.
Welcome back some of the healthy bodies again. Maybe not completely healthy, but having his team back on the floor frees him up to be a scorer and not necessarily just a facilitator.
We're almost halfway through as Kobe got a couple more at the free throw line. He's at 53. Gay walked. Yeah, he walked. He bounced backwards after he picked up the dribble.
That's a travel. The fans may not like it, but that's traveling. That's why one of the moves we try to teach these players in the summer is not a jump back, but a step across, so that you have a counter to number one, and two, you don't get called for that particular violation.
That's the 17th turnover by the Grizzlies, compared to 8 for the Lakers. Kobe off the dribble. Double fives. 55 now for Kobe.
Oh,
and the Lakers lead by 8, 111-103.
Put a double nickel on him.
Call a late one. Atkins sold it well. And it'll be Smush. And the Lakers have Smush picking up his bit.
That same guy's on his feet again. Joel, he's saying, hey, I got my money's worth tonight. He's got a double nickel. On a show. A double nickel. 55 for number 24. He's made every move possible and some. When you talk about having a full arsenal, watch Kobe and you'll see a full offensive arsenal. He's got every shot in the book and then some.
And a lot of time left for Kobe to add to that double nickel you're talking about. 55 points. Bush sits down. He just got his fifth. So Shaman checks back in. Lamar got a shot, and he's went in a little bit as Gasol had some space. Yeah, brings the Grizzlies back within 6.
That was a nice move that time by Gasol. Went to the middle, used his left hand. Good move.
16 of 21 now for Gasol for 33. Kobe fought away over Jones. And Kwame keeps it alive. Can he save it?
Yes.
Yes, he will. What an effort. Great hustle. Kobe behind his back. Kwame wasn't ready. Too good to be true.
That's why they teach you, always have your hands in the ready position. Even if you don't get a pass, you're ready for it. It's better than not having your hands ready and all of a sudden you get one.
He hangs on. It is too good to be true. It would have been a dunk.
Yeah, 6-point game here. 5-11. There's still a long time to go here. The Lakers have to continue with some, or at least start better some defensive. Grizzlies still shooting 60% from the field.
Is that the strangest number on the board?
Man.
Inside of 5 left, and they're down by 6. Now the shot clock in consideration, not anymore. Luke made sure that Mike Miller didn't get the tomahawk. That'll be a couple of free throws.
Yeah, good foul. That was going to be an easy one. I'm surprised it's not a 3-point play as Miller goes backdoor on Kobe and just doesn't elevate enough to stay up there and get the contact and throw it down. As Luke grabs the left, he misses with the right, but 2 free throws from Miller. And he's 3 for 3.
He was in a very vulnerable position when he went up in the air.
Yeah, but he jumped off of 2 feet. Again, to protect yourself a lot, especially in traffic like that, if you jump off of 2 feet, you have a much better chance of not getting hurt. If you jump off of 1 there, you get flipped in a hurry.
Inside of 5, Miller comes through with the pressure on. He is 5 of 5 to stripe, so he's got 30. Gasol's got 33. Pick and roll game. Kobe wheeling away from Jones. A lot of time on the shot clock. Shaman. And coming up short, it's Gasol with the board.
See how they get it up the floor in a hurry? That's just nice.
Dante Jones glasses at home. So they didn't need even 5-6 seconds on the shot clock. It's down to 2. 111-109. I mentioned how many close games they've been in. They're 4-11 in games decided by 3 or less, so they hang around a lot. Kobe with Shaman, if he can keep honest.
Shaman should have taken the first one.
Yeah, he's got the second try at it, and he will make the most of it.
Yeah, but
the Lakers get a huge one from Shaman, lead by 5.
Yeah, he had that same shot on the first pass that Kobe gave him.
He wanted to use a little more shot clock.
Is that what it was?
Now Kwame jumps it perfectly. Shaman doesn't have numbers. There's the alert pro. Kobe. And points off a turnover again as Kobe's at 57.
Well, good job, Kwame. Stepped in, took that pass away from Pau Gasol, leads to a deuce.
That's Shaman Williams with 6 assists, by the way, and 9 points off the bench for the Lakers. What an asset he has been tonight. Atkins steps into the 3. Batted right back to him. Gasol gave him another look. Chucky Atkins burns his former teammates. It's a 4-point ball game with 3+ left, 116-112. Who's going to get a stop? That's what it boils down to.
What's that? A new dance?
Kobe working against Jones. Got a step on Jones. On the reverse. Goes to the line to shoot two. What a move.
You see how he just read Dante Jones out there? Didn't catch the ball and put it on the floor right away. Just catch it and do a look at his feet. Which way do you want me to go? All right, you're out of position. I'll go to my right, go up under, shoot it with the left, go to the free throw line.
That's a fourth on Pau Gasol. So Kobe at 57, the most ever scored against Memphis. And his first miss at the free throw line. He had been 16 of 16.
That was off when it left his hand.
The guy's been on the floor 42 minutes for the Lakers tonight.
Well, that new record you're talking about, 57, now make it 58. He breaks whose record?
His own.
He had 56 against the Grizzlies a couple of seasons ago.
Still a two-possession game at 117-112. Can you get a stop, though?
Uh-oh.
Leave the wrong man open in the corner. Kwame ran out, though, on little Chucky Atkins. Kobe. Miller flopping.
Offense.
Yes, so caught it. So Kobe veering over to his left. He doesn't like the call, but it goes the other way on the turnovers. We go to a timeout.
Yeah, he doesn't like that one at all. 2:41 to play. Lakers up by 5 as Kobe thought he was going to the line for another three-point opportunity.
It was definite contact.
You know, along with the goaltending, charge block has to be the hardest call for the officials to make.
For the Lakers, it's only their 10th turnover of the game. They average 16 a contest, so that has not been a problem for them tonight. A clean game as far as the miscues. But only a 5-point lead with 2:41 to play against the Memphis Grizzlies, a team with only 17 wins. Well, man, are they murder on the Lakers in this building, where they've taken 6 of the last 7.
So you don't want to switch that play. That leaves Gasol open.
Gasol didn't take the one inside, the little 10-footer. Warwick, real strong, but Gasol give him a second chance. Atkins, hard off the heel and the length of Smush. He's got long arms at 6'4" for a guard.
Boy, that's 2 misses, wide open misses in the corner by Chucky after he had drilled a couple from the top.
He's now 4 of 12, and he's been missing over the last 60 to 90 seconds. Luke, post-up game, smaller man on his back, Dante Jones.
Travel.
Yep. And it's almost like he lost his leverage.
Almost like Dante Jones pulled a chair or something, and Luke was leaning on him, backing up a little bit, and lost his balance, and moved his pivot foot. Running their offense, Luke travel.
That was a good call. There's no doubt. 158 and counting.
Lakers need to stop and a score here to really get some breathing room, because 5 points is not much.
There's Kwame jumping again on Gasol. Kobe, the distance. He's at 60.
Kwame.
So Kwame, the defensive plays have come over the last 3-4 minutes for Kwame.
Just don't give up threes here and keep the possessions as many as possible for the Grizzlies to get back.
Gasol, and Kwame's got the glass. So Kobe now only the 4th player in NBA history, 3rd player in NBA history to have at least 4 of 60 or more.
Now you really want to use some clock.
You better use some clock. Down to 10 on the shot clock.
A score here forces a timeout, and
dive on the hard double. Kwame will go to the line. That's a smart foul by Hakeem Warwick.
Whether he knows it or not. 119-112 with 1:08 to play, and Kwame, who made his first 4 free throws of the ball game, missed his last 2, so he's 4 out of 6 as we continue the watch of Kobe's 60-point games. Well, that's not even fair. Why don't we show his 32 times?
The brilliance continues for us.
Oh boy,
as he continues to put on a display. Only 15 games left, including tonight in the regular season. And has this guy ever given us our money's worth? So Kwame, he's missed his last 4, and a timeout is called by the Grizzlies. 7-point lead for the Lakers.
There's an example of using your legs to shoot. When the game was fresh, Kwame made them all. Now that ankle's getting sore, he's missing.
Historic night for Kobe Bryant and Laker fans everywhere. To be able to watch this young man He plays at such a high level, above, I mean, way above everybody else that we have seen in this game in recent years. And the last guy, of course, who dominated the 80s, Michael Jordan, who came into the 80s and then the 90s, basically, but started in the 80s for Michael at the end of the Lakers run with Showtime. And now 60 so far tonight. So when you see somebody who challenges himself and puts himself at another level every night, you know it's a rarity that we get to watch every night.
He's not complacent with where his physical skills are. That's why he continually works on his game. So many of the professionals get to this level and then they take that sigh of relief. Okay, I'm here. I'm getting paid big money. Why should I work on my game anymore? You've got to have a little bit of pride to want to continually be the best that you can possibly be.
Smush on the deflection, almost took it away from Atkins. Get a stop here. It looks real good. Dante Jones. And off the glass, he had to because Lamar and Kwame closed. 58.1 with the Lakers up by 5. Still 2-possession game.
At least they didn't give up a three-point opportunity there as they, just about turned it over.
Kimura, his length. Now the isolation. Kobe. Dante Jones. Over Jones. Hard off the heel right to Warren. The opening is there.
No three. You just don't want to give up three-point opportunities.
Jones couldn't get the finger roll, but he'll get his rebound. Kwame got the block. Bats it out. You talked about the three.
Yep.
Atkins asked for it. And Luke Walton shot from behind, comes up with it anyway. Pull it back out. Game's yours.
And that should be enough to end it.
Chucky Atkins with the foul. Smush goes to the line. And Kobe and the Lakers had to have it. They got it. Can go up by 7 with 2 makes here.
I can't say enough about the play of Kwame defensively in this ball game, especially here in the fourth quarter. He has made some very big plays. I mean, very big plays. Sore ankle or not, Kwame has answered the bell.
Yeah, he could make it a 3-possession game with 2. Now it's a full 2-possession game. To put it away right here.
And in my way of thinking, I don't give up threes down the stretch, so I look at that as right now it's a 3-possession game. I run them off of the 3-point line. If I give up a deuce, so be it. But you just can't give up the quick strikes with that 3-point shot.
It'll be Miller off the handoff. Yeah, that's what you talked about. So down to 4 with 10.3 to play, and Kobe is called for an offensive foul. An elbow to Dante Jones. Yep, and it'll come in for the Grizzlies.
Offensive foul on number 24.
Bad time for a turnover. Timeout Memphis.
And Memphis still has some life. 10.3 to play, and the Lakers lead only 4. Now the Lakers put themselves in a position to have to make 2 free throws if the Grizzlies score.
Gasol looking for Miller. He can afford the deuce. Don't give up the 3-point play. Atkins, not close. Loose ball to Gasol, and that'll do it. Doesn't make any difference. You can count it. Lakers win over Memphis. Stop a 5-game road slide and overall extend their winning streak to 3 straight. So a huge one for the Lakers and Phil Jackson.
Yeah, they took way too much time to get there to that. You know, the Lakers played enough defense for them to run out the entire 10 seconds.
And a record-setting night for one young man who joins John Ireland. John?
Thanks. I am with Kobe Bryant. First, let me talk to you about the game. You talked to me a lot before this about how important it was to get this win. They controlled the third quarter. You took it over in the fourth. What was the difference?
Well, we got settled in a little bit. You know, they came out the third quarter very physical. And, you know, it was something that we had to adjust to. And once we adjust to it, we got the momentum back.
People who know you know that you're a student of the game. Since you were a little kid and your grandparents were sending you tapes in Italy, you were watching guys like Wilt Chamberlain and Elgin Baylor. You joined Wilt and Elgin and Michael Jordan as the only guys to do this. How does that make you feel?
Well, you know, it just feels great. You know, as a kid growing up, idolizing those guys and learning a lot from them. You know, it's really special and extremely humbling to be in the same company.
You told me the other day that it's no coincidence you're able to do this now that Lamar and Luke are healthy and back on the court. What do you mean by that?
Well, you know, tonight was a great example, again, of them just making excellent passes. You know, when they overplay me and I back cut and back door, they do such a great job at seeing the whole floor and give me those easy opportunities.
We got another game in about 24 hours, 21 hours now. Can you do it again?
You got to love it.
Congratulations. Thanks for stopping.
Thank you.